Welcome. Do you know Hermine Overbeck-Rohte? She was a German painter and the wife of Worpswede artist Fritz Overbeck. At a time when women were hardly recognized in the art world, she went her own way. Despite family expectations, social hurdles, and health problems, she always maintained her artistic self-image, regardless of her husband's fame. Let's take a look at her life. Born in Walsrode in 1869 as the youngest of 7 children, she lost her father, a leather manufacturer, at an early age. She wanted to become a painter, but was not allowed to study art. Instead, she learned home economics and became a nurse at the Deaconess Institute in Hanover. Later, she worked as a teacher in Göttingen, financed private painting lessons with Koken, and trained as a photographer, at that time a male-dominated profession. Finally, she became a student at the Women's Academy in Munich, where she studied under Blau. The annual art exhibition at Munich's Glaspalast changed her life. She encountered Worpswede painting, especially Fritz Overbeck's work. She moved to Worpswede and became his student. Now, at the age of 27, she fell in love with him and later became his wife and mother of 2 children. Unfortunately, she contracted tuberculosis. But even during long periods of illness, she continued to paint while lying down, using a special easel that her husband had built for her, mainly still lifes rather than landscapes. In 1905, the Overbecks left Worpswede because the artists' community had broken up and moved to Koken near Bremen. Their house and garden became recurring motifs. Only 4 years later, her husband died unexpectedly at the age of 39 from a stroke. She became the competent administrator of his estate and only found time to paint during vacations with her children. After World War I, she lost her fortune and financed her family's livelihood by renting out rooms. She died in Bremen in 1937 at the age of 68. Let's take a closer look at her painting style and motifs. Her painting style was characterized by sensitive observation of nature and clearly structured compositions. Initially influenced by the dark color palette of the Worpswede artists, she developed a brighter, more colorful style of expression. Her motifs include still lifes and North German landscapes with quiet paths, simple gardens, and details of nature. For health and family reasons, she tends to work in small formats. Let's move on to her well-known works. Drying Laundry captures a simple, everyday scene with a keen sense of light and composition. In Hollow Way, muted tones and a deep perspective create a meditative, natural atmosphere. And Still Life Crystal Jar and Clay Jug with Snowdrops shows a love of detail. She left behind around 120 well-known works, a quiet but independent life's work that, despite being overshadowed by her family, stands alongside that of her husband, a body of work that makes it clear how much female art has long been overlooked in the background of official art events. We hope you enjoyed this insight into the life and work of Hermine Overbeck-Rohte. If so, subscribe to our channel for more exciting art stories. And if you have any further information about her life and work, please write it in the comments.